for March Madness, and someone had to step up. So it's just Aaliyah's turn this time.
Yeah, and we've seen her play pretty well over stretches. She had an outstanding game against Texas Southern. Coach Mulkey recruits top-ranked recruiting classes. If she couldn't play, she wouldn't be here. So we know she's very capable. The only thing she really lacks right now is big experience.
Right, yeah. I mean, she has a size. Virginia has 2 girls that are 6'2", and I just think Aaliyah's size will help them down in the post.
Aaliyah did get to play yesterday. She played 17 minutes, had 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting, hit a free throw, had 3 rebounds. Did commit 4 personal fouls, so we'll watch that. She got a steal, and all in all did pretty well. Now, what we did see yesterday was the continued improvement of Haley Van Lith and Anissa Morrow. They both had their LSU career high in points yesterday. And along with Michaela Williams, I think the 3 of them, along with FloJay Johnson, are going to kind of have to carry the team today.
Yeah, I think they're getting used to kind of playing with each other, learning the different moves that they make and all of that. So I just think that'll keep improving over time and over each game.
What do you think's going through Aaliyah's mind right now as a player getting her first start? I know it's just another game, and she's just going to happen to start this time, but how do you think she feels, with just a few moments till tip-off?
She's probably a little bit nervous, but I think once she goes for that jump ball, the nerves will kind of leave her body, and she'll just remember it's another basketball game.
Yeah, update on Samaya. They're going to do an MRI when we get back to town Monday, so we'll just wait and see. It didn't look great. She was in a little bit of pain, and she's hobbling around on crutches, so we hope for the best on Monday. But today, LSU's got to take on Virginia, and they will do it without her. Hey, LSU fans, it's your chance to suit up for the Tigers. Check out the Cox Bobblehead filter on Instagram to become an LSU Tiger Bobble yourself. Don't forget to share, be a fan, be the Bobble, become a Tiger. We'll take a break, come back. Coach Mulkey visits when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If SEC football runs deep in your veins, then Sirius XM SEC Radio is what you need to listen to. We're talking conference and team previews, plus hear live games, news, and analysis from experts like Chris Doering, Aaron Murray, and Max Starks. Go in-depth with your favorite team with coaches shows, championship specials, and more. Get inside SEC football like nowhere else. Feed your fandom on the Sirius XM app. Stay up to date anywhere you go. Just download the app and start streaming.
When are 3 letters more than 3 letters? When they represent 14 storied universities, generations of tradition and unbridled passion, stadiums and arenas swelled with diehard fans, more than 260 national titles, thousands of All-Americans, and hundreds of Olympians. And the one conference where every catch, shot, swing, and stride just means more.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
The SEC is more than the Southeastern Conference. It's the Saturday Electrifying Conference, the Sunday Elite Conference, the Stadium Erupting Conference, the Stunning Eyeballs Conference, the Superbly Entertaining Conference, the Storied Enduring Conference, and, more often than not, the See You Later Everyone Else Conference. This is the SEC, where it just means more.
We continue on the Women's Hospital countdown to tip-off for LSU women's basketball. Time now to visit with the Tigers Hall of Fame head coach, Kim Mulkey. Presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. Standing by with Coach, once again, here is Patrick Wright.
Coach Kim Mulkey joins us. It's LSU and Virginia today, game 2 here in the Cayman Islands. Coach, yesterday a win. Really good first half, got a chance to put the ball in the bucket, had an unfortunate injury to Samaya, but you got to win.
The first half, I was as proud of a team as I could be because the concern was Niagara and they're doubling the ball and just running all over the floor and creating turnovers. I thought we handled it beautifully. The second half, we came out sloppy. I substituted. It got sloppier. Nonetheless, we got out of there with a win. Samaya's injury is obviously very hurtful because that kid has worked so hard to put herself in a position that she had put herself in, and she's a good kid, and we'll get back and we'll MRI it. But, she already tore her ACL on the other knee in high school, so she knows what lies ahead should it be a torn ACL, but we'll wait and see what the MRI reveals.
So with Samaya leaving pretty early in the game yesterday, for the most part, you went kind of with a four-guard offense, four-guard team, and it worked pretty well. You said you'd have to kind of reevaluate for this game today because Virginia poses different problems. So what have you seen and what do you plan?
Well, yesterday you went with a four-guard lineup because of the style of play of Niagara, their size, they press. I thought it was appropriate, and I thought we handled that pretty darn good. Today, you see a more traditional team with size, 6'2". So we're going to start Aaliyah, freshman at the post, and get back to some sense of regular normalcy look offensively. Now, Aaliyah being a freshman, we have to evaluate and make sure she's guarding the right people, and, she's still learning. But that's the lineup we're going to go with. Now, that doesn't mean that I wouldn't improvise and go with four guards if necessary. Patrick, when you're put in a situation like we're in right now, you do things that you have to do to try to win a game that maybe you haven't worked on very much. If I have to play a zone today, I'll go to a zone. If that presents itself and our matchups aren't good because we're in a four-guard lineup and we're small against Virginia, you just have to make adjustments through the course of the game.
And we saw Virginia yesterday, a team that played against a Tulane team that had a zone, and they hit a lot of threes. They took a lot. Again, they also are versatile in what they do, but that's going to be kind of a big part. If you got to go to a zone, you're going to have to match up and, hope they don't get hot out there.
Well, the first thing you better do is you better get back in transition defense, and they better get back in transition defense. We're going to push it. They're going to push it. We would do the zone if we can't match up with them man-to-man, if we have to go small. Now, yes, you're right. Tulane kind of had 15 threes scored on them, but then you turn around and today and Tulane takes Virginia Tech down to the wire. So this game is kind of crazy this time of year.
All right, with the performance you did get yesterday, as we talked about a little bit after the game, your newcomers are just developing and getting better and looking to feel more comfortable as the days go by, and they're putting up big numbers.
You wouldn't know Michaela Williams was a freshman. She missed very few shots yesterday, but what she did is she stepped up, and when she was kind of the press breaker, the middle of the floor, I could move Morrow down the floor in place of Samaya, and when you threw the ball to Michaela, it was like another ball handler out there, and she got layup, she got mid-range jumpers, she got assist, and just was so valuable. Of course, Haley and Morrow both have college experience. They're very comfortable. They're not nervous out there. It's just watching kids compete in situations that you didn't anticipate. You didn't anticipate Angel. You didn't anticipate Samaya, but it's where we are. And just go ball. Just go play, and let's do the best that we can and see what happens.
All right, Tigers will go ball against Virginia here in a few moments. Some thoughts from the coach. We'll take a break, come back and give you the starting lineups after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
BRQ Seafood and Barbecue is your slam dunk destination for flavor, excitement, and an unforgettable experience. Savor our daily specials or indulge in our brunch every Saturday and Sunday. Special occasion, opt for BRQ to cater your event or host your gathering on our outdoor patio, the backyard, now open daily. As the official catering service of LSU Athletics, we are the top choice for your game-winning celebrations and special events. Visit our website at brqrestaurant.com to explore our daily specials, catering options, and reserve your spot. Join us at BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, where flavor, excitement, and unforgettable moments await on and off the court.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. The flavor says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoked sausage of LSU Athletics.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of LSU Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
The action of LSU women's basketball, just moments away. Time now for the starting lineups. Brought to you by Visit Baton Rouge. There's nothing more Louisiana than Louisiana's capital city. Visit Baton Rouge.
Starting lineups, first for the visiting team, as has been determined today, will be the Virginia Cavaliers. Here's how they will go. At guard, a 5'8 sophomore from the Bronx, New York, #1 Paris Clark, averaging 2.5. At guard, a 5'7 freshman from Charlottesville, Virginia, #21 Kimora Johnson, 0.8. At guard, a 5'8 senior from Columbus, Ohio, #23 Alexia Smith, averaging 5.4. At one post, a 6'2 fifth-year player from Peoria, Illinois, #20 Cameron Taylor, averaging 15 a game. And at the other post, a 6'2 graduate from Ruckersville, Virginia, #33 Sam Brunell, averaging 10.0. So Clark, Taylor, Johnson, Smith, and Brunell, the 5 for Virginia. Their head coach is Amaka Aguwa Hamilton in her second year. LSU will go this way. At point guard, 5'7", a graduate from Wenatchee, Washington, #11 Haley Van Lith, averaging 13. At guard, a 6-foot freshman from Bossier City, #12 Michaela Williams, averaging 19.1. At guard, a 5'10 sophomore from Savannah, Georgia, #5 Flau'jae Johnson, averaging 12.3. At forward, a 6'1 junior from Chicago, #24 Anissa Morrow, averaging 15.4. And getting her first start in the middle, a 6'6 freshman from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, #23 Aaliyah Del Rosario, averaging 5.0. So it's Van Lith, Williams, Morrow, Johnson, Del Rosario for the Tigers under Coach Kim Mulkey in her third year. Before we tip it off, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Women's Basketball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU averaging 98. They allow 62.1. Virginia scores 75.6. They allow 58.6. Tip-off powered by your hometown John Deere dealer Sunshine. Team colors presented by Cintas, proudly helping local Louisiana businesses stay clean, safe, and ready for the workday for over 35 years. LSU in the home whites with purple numbers and gold stripes. Virginia in navy blue with orange numbers and letters and white numbers. LSU will go to our left. Tip is won by the Tigers, and we are underway. Van Lith to the left wing. Van Lith will try to get it down low to Morrow, and it goes out of bounds, so a quick turnover. We're headed the other way. Now, Virginia, yesterday, 15 threes. They shot 35 tries. LSU, though, is not going to play as much zone as Tulane did, so we'll see how it looks. Cameron Taylor will get it up top to Brunell. Brunell gets it right wing. First three of the day by Johnson is no good. Del Rosario, the rebound. Off to Johnson into the front court for LSU. There, Johnson, Kimora Johnson, hit 3 yesterday. Van Lith, down low, Del Rosario has position, leans and lays it in. Good start for the freshman.
That was a great pass by Van Lith right there. She saw the size right there that we had him and just passed it in.
2-0 LSU, shot fake, and then a 3 right wing, rims out by Clark, no good. Rebound put back, Del Rosario got a piece, offensive board again. Taylor, a 6-footer in the lane that's no good. Del Rosario's got another rebound. And she will hand it to Morrow, and things will settle a little bit. Van Lith will bring it into the front court. 2-0 Tigers. We're just underway. Williams, left wing, gets it low block, left side. Del Rosario out to Morrow. 17-foot straightaway jumper, no good. And the defensive rebound, Smith. She's in a hurry down the lane. Runner from 7, no good. And the rebound taken by Johnson of LSU behind her back into the front court. Both teams are running. Johnson left wing, top of the key to Morrow. Morrow will hand it off to Van Lith at the top. Puts it on the floor, drives off balance, draws contact, misses from 5, but got the foul on number 21, Johnson.
Mulkey mentioned in her pregame interview that both teams are going to have to really focus on transition defense.
And they are running it at each other at a very rapid pace on both ends. So Van Lith will shoot a couple. The lefty fires the first one up and got the good bounce.
Good start to free throws this game.
Yeah, you gotta every once in a while get a good bounce. That one was wide right, but it bounced in. This one,
there we go,
rattles in, and it's 4-0 LSU. Van Lith and LSU have a 4-0 lead. Johnson around Van Lith, through traffic, under the bucket, will kick it out to Smith for a right wing three. That one's off the back iron. Long rebound, chased out toward half court, into the back court, but Virginia Smith has it. Lob it into the front court. Clark, right wing. Crossover dribble, had Del Rosario out there, so she got into the lane, hit a running one-hander.
One thing about three-point shooting teams is the ball normally falls long on rebounds, so LSU has to be ready for those long rebounds.
And that last one went all the way back into the backcourt. 4-2 LSU. Van Lith being pressure. We'll get it Del Rosario left of the lane. Up top, Morrow will take a three. That's no good. Del Rosario tipped the rebound, but it's out long, and Clark's got it. Running 3-on-2. Clark bounce to Smith. Shot fake. Lays it in. No, but she traveled. She did travel. And LSU will get it back. Virginia 1 of 7. LSU 1 of 3 from the floor. Only turnover of the game belongs to LSU. 4-2 Tigers, 7:30 to go in the first quarter. Van Lith right wing, down low to a wide open Michaela Williams, but she missed the layup. Rebound battle for, and Williams came out of there with it, and she'll bring it back out onto the left wing and take a three instead and miss that one. Morrow rebound and then has her shot blocked by Brunel, and Brunel got the rebound. Johnson into the front court. Boy, she is fast down the lane. Layup is good. Oh, my goodness, she is fast.
LSU, when the guards get beat on the dribble, the posts have to be over there and help them on help side.
Nobody was quick enough. Johnson just is lightning fast, and we're tied at 4. Johnson, left corner to Michaela Williams. Bounce pass to Morrow. She's double-teamed. Little fadeaway. 6-footer is good anyway. And you can hear Coach Mulkey screaming, get back.
Yes, transition defense.
Johnson, a 5'7" freshman, slows it into the front court. Bounce pass left elbow. Taylor into the lane. Off-balance 12-footer, very short. Flaugier Johnson the rebound. Johnson running into the front court. Numbers are not good, so she'll peel off to the left wing. 6-4 LSU. Top of the key, Morrow. We'll hand it off to Van Lith at the top. She's driving down the lane and had it slapped away and taken. Taylor up ahead to Johnson by herself, and she blew the layup. Got it back, though, and put it in. And she's got 4, and it's 6-6. She bricked that first layup, but nobody was able to get back and help.
Yeah, I think all of LSU just assumed that she was going to make it, so they didn't really help back.
Van Lith at the top will use to the right wing. Now going to stop in the right corner, being chased by the taller Brunel out there. So up top, Morrow. Morrow will get it left wing, Johnson. 5 to shoot. Johnson crossover dribble. I think she probably was fouled to reach in up top. Yeah, it was. Alexia Smith got that one. Van Lith's going to get a breather, and Poa will come in. Last year, Poa will check in, 6.1 points per game. The junior from Melbourne, Australia. London Clarkson, 6'2" graduate, will come in, and leaving will be Cameron Taylor, another graduate player. Poa to inbound. We're tied at 6. 5:33 to go first quarter. Poa will lob it up top. That's knocked away, but Johnson got it back. Johnson into the lane. Handoff underneath. Morrow flips it up off the glass and in, about a 3-footer. LSU got to get back quickly. Clark into the lane, will go to the hole, missed the runner. I think Johnson got in her way, but a tie ball, and we're going to go back to Virginia.
When LSU scores the ball, Virginia's very quick to get it out and run, so LSU just has to make sure they get back and communicate and find their players.
And that is what the bench is emphasizing to our right now. 8-6, LSU by a couple. Morrow's got 4. Van Lith and Del Rosario a couple. Kimora Johnson's got 2 buckets for Virginia and 4 points. Johnson will inbound to Clark. 3-ball, right wing is in. Maybe it might have been a 2. I think her foot was on the line. Yep, official says it's a 2, but it counts. It's 8-8. Poa will have it in the front court, or toward the front court. Guarded by Johnson. Poa gets it into the front court. Crowd hollering for a foul. Johnson was pretty aggressive on Poa. Johnson goes around her man. She goes baseline. The handoff, but she handed off to a Virginia player, Clark, under the bucket. Clark down the lane to the bucket. Poa trying to take a charge, but she went around and laid it in anyway. So Clark's got 6, and Virginia's got a 10-8 lead. Williams had it knocked away and stolen as she was on the right wing. Clark gets it off to Johnson. Johnson left wing to a wide open Smith underneath, and she lays it in.
LSU just needs to slow it down and play it at their pace. They're trying to rush it on offense right now.
12-8. LSU has some turnovers, 3 of them that have led to Virginia points. LSU down by 4. Baseline, Morrow, 12-footer, no good off the front rim. But it's out of bounds off 2 Virginia players, and we'll take a break. Van Lith will come in when we come back. Virginia off to a hot start. It's 12-8, Virginia by 4 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, the Natty Club by Bayou Traditions is running an exclusive giveaway today. And
for last game as Del Rosario able to put LSU on the board first. You love to see has really paid off. Outside shot, no good by the freshman phenom for Virginia. Kimora Johnson is a player that you highlighted for last game as Del Rosario able to put LSU on the board first. You love to see that, getting the
in our brunch every Saturday and Sunday. Special occasion, opt for BRQ to cater your event or host your gathering on our outdoor patio, the backyard, now open daily. As the official catering service of LSU Athletics, we are the top choice for your game-winning celebrations and special events. Visit our website at brqrestaurant.com to explore our daily specials, catering options, and reserve.
Of Baton Rouge's best bites. Visit our incredible museums and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues, born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
Hear the Tigers roar. LSU women's basketball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
You know that 70% of women with breast cancer have no family history? Get your mammogram every year at Woman's. You can learn more at womans.org. Oh, as we take a few minutes to catch our breath, Virginia 6 of 15 from the floor. They started 0 for 5, so they're now 6 of their last 10. LSU 3 of 9, but as Emily mentioned to us, and we'll kind of reiterate, LSU likes to play fast, but Virginia has them sped up on offense so much, it just looks very disjointed right now.
Yeah, I think LSU right now is playing fast, but they're making a bunch of turnovers, unforced turnovers. They're going into the lane and then trying to make that extra pass, which is good, but sometimes it's a turnover. So as long as we just keep calm, keep cool, keep collective, and just play the game that we know how to play.
Well, I think Virginia is probably the quickest team that we have seen this year. They just have done a pretty good job at taking the ball away, and they are very good at getting themselves from front court to back court and vice versa very quickly. Van Lith came back into the game. She's in there with Poa right now. Poa's got to hurry to get it in, and she does to Johnson. Left corner, Van Lith for 3, and it is good.
Great shot right there. Virginia was playing a zone on the inbounds play, and LSU just made the 3.
3 from the top of the key by Johnson is no good. LSU's got it, that 3, a Bengal Pest Products 3-pointer that Van Lith put in a moment ago, 12-11. Morrow, right baseline stop, 6-footer, did not get the bounce. Del Rosario, put back is blocked. Poa, though, is trying to tie up Clark, and she does. A little aggressive on both sides, but it's going to be LSU ball. 12-11. Van Lith with that three. Got off to a little bit of a slow start shooting threes, but has now hit 7 on the year. 12-11. LSU down a point. And Poa will inbound. Poa bounce pass to Morrow under the bucket and a lot of traffic. She picks it up, has the shot blocked, but a foul is called. And Morrow will shoot a couple.
That was a little bit of a risky pass by Poa, but Morrow got it and was able to draw the foul.
LSU 75% from the free throw line. Morrow was very good yesterday. She's 87% for the year, but yesterday was especially good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let her shoot this first one. I'll tell you how good yesterday was. And of course, she missed because that happens when we say things like that. But yesterday, she was 8 of 8. Morrow misses that one a little bit strong.
We always jinx it, I feel like.
Yeah, more times than not, it seems. That one's
There we
good,
go.
though. So Morrow's got 5, and we are tied at 12. And Kamora Johnson. Bounce pass on the backdoor cut. Van Lith did a good job to reach in and knock it away. Looked like she may have been beaten, but then kind of reached back and just got a hand on it to swat it out of bounds. And Paris Clark will inbound. Number 34, London Clarkson, we mentioned, had just come in. Johnson goes baseline on Poa. They run into each other, and Johnson's called for the charge. That's her second foul. Now, they were both off balance a little bit, but I think the difference was Johnson kind of threw the shoulder. So Johnson, their very quick starting point guard, the freshman, is out of the game with 2 fouls. And coming in is number 5, Yante Vaughn, a 5'8" sophomore from District Heights, Maryland. She hit 4 threes yesterday, only averaging 5 a game. We got to watch her. So Poa, Van Lith in there, along with Michaela Williams, who just came back in as well. LJ Johnson not in right now. Williams double team, so she finds Del Rosario on the baseline, had it knocked away out of bounds, and LSU will get it back. Well, when Del Rosario gets it, they seem to be swarming her down there.
Yeah, I don't know if they're just double teaming or if she's just turning into traffic or what, but I feel like she can't get a shot off.
Yep, she made 1 earlier, does have 3 rebounds, and she's played all 7 minutes in place of Samaya Smith, who was injured yesterday. Poa to inbound, lobs it up high. Del Rosario in the lane, leans, missed a 4-footer, didn't get a foul call on Brown. Here comes Virginia the other way. Vaughn at the top to Brown. Right point to Clarkson, who will hand it off to Clark, right wing. Michaela Williams guarding her. We're tied at 12, under 3 minutes in the first quarter. Right wing Brown to the free throw line. Pass left wing to Vaughn. Being guarded closely. Good defense. 8 on the shot clock. Lob pass right wing Vaughn. Vaughn with 5 guarded by Van Lith has to hoist an off-balance 3 that rattled out. Offensive rebound. Put back is good, though, by Clark, and she's got 8.
LSU just has to get those defensive rebounds so they don't have the second chance shot.
Clark averaging 2 points a game, has 8. Van Lith on the left corner. Being pressured. She's going to bring it out to the wing. Looking for a Morrow screen. Has it. Will go top of the key, though. Now left wing Morrow for 3 again. That one's good. Morrow hits the 3. And she's got 8 points. A Bengal Pest Products 3-pointer. Morrow has been struggling from out there all told. Only her 3rd in 15 tries this year. But LSU now is ahead by a point. Left side on the drive toward the bucket. Clarkson is fouled. Coach Mulkey really wanted to travel on that, but instead she'll get a foul on Morrow. Or Del Rosario, I beg your pardon, number 23.
Yeah, she was playing good defense, and then just at the last second, I think she went to go and block the shot and just got the foul called on her.
All right, so Johnson's going to come in for Del Rosario. So LSU kind of now is in 4-guard mode. Poa, Van Lith, Williams, and Johnson to go with Morrow. And Clarkson will shoot 2 free throws. And the free throw is good by Clarkson. So Clark, who I mentioned, has put up 8 points today. Yesterday, off the bench, she had 5. Second free throw is good. And Virginia now back up top, 16-15. And Johnson on the right wing. Gets a screen, top of the key. Will fire it to a cutting Morrow, but it's tipped away and stolen. Taken by Clark. Clark had it knocked away, but she's in the front court left sideline. LSU has turned it over for the 4th time. Feels like more than that for some reason. Vaughn left wing, top of the key. Taylor tries to dump it down low, and they've got Michaela Williams holding. That's her first. That's only LSU's second foul. The one Del Rosario committed a moment ago was the first, so no bonus yet. And we only got a minute 28 in the quarter, so LSU not fouling. That's good. And the inbound's thrown right to Poa on the wing. Lob ahead, Van Lith. Great look. Van Lith to the bucket. Layup is good.
That was a good finish.
Because she's going at full force to try to get ahead of the fast people behind her. LSU back on top by 1. 17-16, a minute 10 to go in the quarter. Vaughn at the top, bounce pass through Brown, and it's stolen. Van Lith has it. Van Lith 1-on-3. She's going to peel away and wait for some players to help her. Now she's going to dump it down low to Morrow. Shot fake, 5-footer off the glass and in. Morrow has 10, and it's 19-16.
Yeah, Van Lith saw that she was outnumbered right there. She was patient. She waited for Morrow to come by and get ready for setup, and then just passed it right in.
Clarkson. And there's going to be a charge. Poa draws one in the lane. She threw it to Taylor. I don't know why Poa was down there, but she was standing under the bucket, and Taylor just ran right into her.
Yeah, she was in help side. Her player was on the offside, so she was just right there to clean up the pass.
So she was the help.
Mm-hmm. That's her second charge, too.
Yeah, she will draw those.
Yep.
Now, there's going to be pressure in the backcourt, but it's going to come into Van Lith. LSU by 3. They've got the ball. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Van Lith top of the key. Left point to Poa. Poa up top to Morrow. Now right wing to Van Lith. Putting it on the floor. Van Lith behind her back. Now back on the wing. She'll take a 3. That's very short. And Virginia out of there with it. Vaughn lobs it way ahead to Clark. Tough catch under the bucket, but then forces it up and in. Boy, Clark has 10. 19-18 with 7 seconds. Poa down the lane all the way to the hole. Layup is good. Nobody wanted to stop Poa, and that is how the quarter is going to end. 21-18. LSU with a 3-point lead. Poa just fired up the engine and took off down the lane and finished. So, very fast-paced first quarter. We'll break it 21-18. LSU by 3 here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
When are 3 letters more than 3 letters? When they represent 14 storied universities, generations of tradition and unbridled passion, stadiums and arenas swelled with diehard fans, more than 260 national titles, thousands of All-Americans, and hundreds of Olympians. And the one conference where every catch, shot, swing, and stride just means more.
She's got a seam. He's down the near side hash.
Tiger fans, if you've ever wanted to listen to the LSU Sports Radio Network while watching your Fighting Tigers on TV, now you can, and it's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Watch the Tigers and listen with the LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
15-10-5, touchdown! Tigers!
The SEC is more than the Southeastern Conference. It's the Saturday Electrifying Conference, the Sunday Elite Conference, the Stadium Erupting Conference, the Stunning Eyeballs Conference, the Superbly Entertaining Conference, the Storied Enduring Conference, and, more often than not, the See You Later Everyone Else Conference. This is the SEC, where it just means more.
We move to second quarter action of LSU women's basketball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
21-18, LSU. The Tigers 8 of 18, 44%. Virginia 8 of 19, 42%. Virginia 0 of 5 from the arc. LSU 2 for 4. SeatGeek is now the official ticket marketplace of LSU athletics. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, so Tiger fans can fan. Virginia ball on the alternating possession to our right, and it will be Vaughn who will get it right wing to Brown. Brown back at the top. Clark for a 3, and she now has a career-high 13 points on the made 3. This is only her third game this year. She played last year as a freshman, and her averaged about 3 points a game. So it's 21 apiece. Free throw line jumper. Morrow bounces and it goes in. Morrow on her way to a huge game. She's got 12. And it is 23-21. LSU back on top. Vaughn will get it left wing to Clark. Clark at the top of the key now. Will swing it left wing to Brown. Brown guarded by Johnson. At the top, Brunel, a catch and shoot 3. That's no good. The rebound by Flau'jae Johnson. Johnson leads Williams into the front court. Williams, 18-footer right side, no good. She still has not scored yet. And I think Morrow tips it out of bounds. The Williams 0 for 3.
That was a good shot by Williams right there. She just didn't have anyone down there to rebound because it was in transition.
Well, Clark, after a career high, needs a little breather. She will take one. Olivia McGee, a 6'2 freshman averaging 10 a game off their bench. That's not a bad person to bring in. And Virginia ball down a couple. And McGee has it. Actually, Smith has it to McGee right wing. Thought that was a travel. It was not, apparently. 10 to shoot. Vaughn gets a screen at the top. Will go down the lane into a double team. Throws it up and in. That counts and a foul.
That would have been a perfect opportunity for Williams to take a charge, but I think she went for the tie-up instead and just got the foul called.
So Vaughn gets her first bucket. And she'll get a chance at a third point here. And she will not get it. The rebound's taken by Flau'jae Johnson on the missed free throw. Van Lith falls down at the top of the key, but from her backside will get it to Morrow, who fires it down low. Johnson had to fight to get it and then force up a 6-footer. That's an air ball, but she's fouled. And we'll get 2.
On that one right there, Flau'jae was a little bit out of control, but she knew that Virginia was going to foul her, so she just threw up the shot and got the foul called.
Michaela Williams going to get a little breather, and Flau'jae Johnson will go to the line, and Janae Kent, the freshman, will check in. Johnson to shoot 2 to try to break the 23-all tie. She will with the make.
1 down, 1 to go.
That's Johnson's first point of the game as well. She had also been scoreless. Second free throw is also good. So LSU 5 of 6 at the stripe. That will definitely work. And it's 25-23. Vaughn, top of the key. McGee, 3, back iron. Rebound goes off into the corner, and Van Lith will chase it down. But she might have been on. No, she was. What was the call?
Oh, I thought
Oh, she was out of SU. She was out of bounds. Okay.
It looked like they almost called a foul. But
no, but the 2-0 is to put 20 back on the shot clock.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That confused me as well. Del Rosario will come back in. So coach playing a little bit of matchup here because Virginia subbed a bigger player in. Mm-hmm. So Del Rosario is going to come in as well, and Kent will take the breather. 8:11 to go in the first half. Vaughn will go to the free throw line. Back right wing to Brunel, who throws it down low. And a foul called on Del Rosario.
Yeah, she just reached around on the defensive end.
Coach didn't like it, but that's what we got. It's going to be her second. And Michaela Williams also has 2. That might be another reason why she will sit for a little while. Roselle fadeaway 3, and she got it from the left wing. Brunel, I beg your pardon, but same result, 3 points.
Yeah, Virginia has had a lot of three-point shots, but I feel like LSU has been there pressuring them on all the shots. They just went in that time.
26-25, Virginia by a point. Poa, top of the key, right wing to Johnson. Bounce pass to Morrow. Fade away, off balance, 14-footer. That's not a good shot. Off the glass and the rim, no good, and Brunel got the rebound.
Yeah, Virginia's starting to double team on when we pass it into the post.
Tried a long pass up ahead. Johnson caught it under the bucket, but her momentum carried her out of bounds. 7:31 to go first half, 26-25, LSU down a point. And we've got something on Virginia away from the ball on number 23, Alexia Smith. So that will be a Virginia turnover on the foul. And Paris Clark will come back into the game. Clark with 13. Again, a career high for her. Poa will ease it into the front court. 7:26 to go first half. Virginia by 1. And now we've got action. Another Virginia foul away from the ball on 20. That one's Cameron Taylor. Taylor averaging 15 a game has not been a factor. She has no points.
On that one, Morrow was trying to get to her spot to run the play, and she just couldn't get there.
And Janae Kent wants to come into the game, and it looks like they're going to let her, I think. Yep. So coach is mixing and matching when Clarkson comes in, number 34. That seems to be when Del Rosario leaves for Kent. Poa to inbound. LSU trying to regain the lead. She'll go, threw it too high in the corner for Van Lith, but she got it left corner. Van Lith drives into the lane, stops, then gets it out back left wing. Morrow for 3, no good. And a defensive rebound for Virginia. Left wing, Brunel, another 3, no good. That's out of bounds to Virginia, apparently. 7:03 to go. Virginia's outscored LSU 8-4 in the second and lead it by 1, 26-25. Inbounds to Brunel, right baseline. Gets it down on the low block to Clarkson. Clarkson, right wing to Brunel, behind her back dribble. Into the lane. Pass underneath, knocked away by Morrow, but chased down and saved inbounds by Clarkson. Out to Clark for 3. She finally missed that one on the wing, and Van Lith has it. LSU again looking to regain the lead. Van Lith at the top. We'll back it away. Now we'll lob it up high for Morrow. Left elbow. Puts it on the floor around Brunel to the bucket. She lays it in.
That time Virginia didn't double team the post, and Morrow was able to take advantage of that and score.
Yep, she is quick enough to take anybody off the dribble. And
Took her one-on-one.
LSU is back on top. Right corner, McGee goes baseline, drags the foot. That is a travel. And LSU with a 1-point lead will have the ball. This has been a very hotly contested game.
Yeah, it's a very fast game, too.
Virginia playing very aggressively. LSU doing their best to match it. We got a pretty full gym here. Your basic high school gym, but there are a lot of folks here making noise. Poa, left wing to Van Lith, puts it on the floor around Clark, and she's being bumped on the way in. And that is Clark committing her first foul. Virginia has 3 players with 2, Taylor, Johnson, and Smith. All have 2 fouls. And all of those are starters. McGee is going to come out. Vaughn will come back in.
On that last play, they cleared everyone else out and let Haley go one-on-one, and she was able to draw the foul and get the free throws.
Van Lith, who had some early struggles at the free throw line, is starting to come around there. She's 72%. We'll get 2 here. She's got 7 points, 2 of 2 at the line. The lefty misfires on that one. I talked her out of that one. LSU will get that one. So still pretty good at the line. 6 of 8. And it's 28-26 LSU. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Vaughn hits Clarkson to the bucket. She lays it in from the right side. A good cut and a good find. The game's tied at 28.
LSU just got stuck on a screen on that play.
Top of the key, Morrow. Morrow putting it on the floor, backs her way into the lane, turns and gets it to Van Lith left wing. One dribble, 17-footer, no good. Rebound tipped and tipped. Morrow's got it, is clobbered, and we'll get 2 on the putback. That one's on 34, Clarkson. That's her second.
Yeah, there were a lot of bodies down there after the Van Lith shot, and luckily Morrow was just able to come up with it.
Well, 4 Niagara players fouled out yesterday. Virginia might be on their way to something similar. In fact, a new player, Odessa Noyen, a 6'3 freshman from Sweden, averaging a point a game, is going to have to come in, and Clarkson is out.
We'll take the free throws.
Yeah, and fortunately, I dare to say LSU has been doing well there. Morrow is one of 2. And that one will go in. So Morrow, 15 in the game, had 28 yesterday. Her second double-double as a Tiger, and correctly said 1 yesterday, but she also had 1 at Southeastern last week, so she now got 2. Second one is also in. 16 for Morrow, 30-28 with 5:36 to go. Deontay Vaughn front court. We'll get it left wing to Clark. Clark to the free throw line, down the lane, dish underneath to Noyen, 4-footer, good, but what do we got? Noyen pushed off. So that's why she was open in the lane, is because she cleared out with the arm. So the bucket will not count. LSU a 2-point lead and the ball. So Poa, Johnson, Van Lith, Morrow, and Kent. An interesting collection of 5 right now. Johnson right wing, puts it on the floor, spins, off balance. I think she traveled. Yeah, she did.
She took 1 extra step at the end right there.
Yep. Which was too bad because she banked a tough shot in from about 8 feet, but she walked on the way.
Yeah, it was a nice move.
Unfortunately, a little bit too good. Vaughn, top of the key, gets a screen, but Van Lith stays with her. Swings it right side to Clark. Clark working on Poa. Double team, so she passes to Noyen underneath. Missed a 2-footer under the bucket. Rebound, though, fought forward, taken by Brown. Out to Vaughn for 3, and she hits it. And Virginia is back on top by a point. Vaughn's got 5. Again, she started yesterday, came off the bench today, and has 5, averaging 10. Van Lith on the left wing. She's down the lane. Off balance lefty jumper is good. About a 6-footer for Van Lith.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
And again, it looked like they cleared out. She's got 10. Vaughn will get it left side to Brown. Brown to the elbow. Right wing to Vaughn. A 3. It's good. Van Lith a little bit late getting there, and it's 2-point Virginia lead, 34-32. Poa gets it to Morrow, right side of the lane. Back out to Poa, who re-enters it to Morrow. Runs into Noyen, throws up a shot, no good. And I think FloHoops Johnson has committed a foul, and that will get us to a media timeout. LSU Athletics thanks its Team LSU corporate partners, McDonald's, Cox, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's.
We got UNC that has been very good on the season. Haley Van Lith in the corner drains that one, and so they make their way back into this one. This is a 1-point lead for. Think about Virginia Tech Resolving earlier today. That's preseason. Tech Resolving earlier today. FloHoops Johnson at the score table to check in at the next dead ball as Haley Van Lith met by Cameron Taylor off of that high screen.
Yeah, high hedge. Taylor knocks her off the line, but doesn't matter. Anissa Morrow, that's enough time that she needs to get that shot off.
For hospice care in South Louisiana. With over 10 years of excellence and experience, Bridgeway has 3 locations to serve you and your loved ones. Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and Plaquemine. Ask for Bridgeway Hospice by name. Your champion's choice in comfort and compassionate care. Bridgeway Hospice says, Go Tigers!
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Go Tigers!
The action of LSU women's basketball continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Take a look at the Coach's Cookbook, brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, the official catering service of LSU Athletics, and we'll see what the coach has cooking up. Well, she's when as a coach you're down a couple players, and they both are post players. Samaya Smith injured yesterday, Angel Reese not here. And it's been an interesting rotation in and out. We've seen 3 guards. We've seen 4 guards. What do you make of all of it?
LSU just needs to find which players work best with each other. On defense, right now the problem is Virginia's kind of beating us on the dribble penetration, which is forcing the other LSU offside defenders to come over and help, which is leaving their man open for the 3. So as long as we stop dribble penetration, that'll eventually lead to us stopping them altogether.
Well, Virginia taking a lot of threes again today, 13. They're not as effective, but they have hit 4 of 13. They hit 15 yesterday. It's Virginia ball, and they have a 2-point lead. It's at the left wing to Clark, and Virginia's got 3 starters on the bench. Clark will drive around Poa and scoop it off the glass and in.
Stopping the dribble penetration.
And this kid's got 15. It's 4-point lead for Virginia. Poa to the right wing, 20 on the shot clock, 3:36 on the game clock. Top of the key, Van Lith. Gets the Morrow screen. We'll go left side. 17-footer spins out. Morrow rebounds in traffic, forces it back up and in. 18 for Morrow, and it's 36-34, Virginia by 2.
She was strong on that offensive rebound. She took her time and made a bucket.
Yep, there were people all over the place. Clark, a step back 3. That one's very short, but can't get the rebound. Brown got it. LSU is being out-rebounded by 3 right now, just not getting good bounces off the rim. Vaughn, right side of the lane, off-balance jumper, bounces out, and Johnson and Kent fight each other for it. Johnson finally got that. Poa to the left wing, around her man, down the lane, and then shot blocked out of bounds from behind. Poa beat 1, but she couldn't beat all of them. And 21 on the shot clock. So right now, it's Kent and Morrow to go with Van Lith, Johnson, and Poa. Michaela Williams scoreless on the bench with a couple of fouls. Poa looking to enter. She does on the bounce. Morrow, fadeaway 6-footer is good. Morrow is a machine. She's got 20.
Yeah, Morrow on that play, she was just open. She didn't even have to move. They just left her open.
Vaughn, right side to Brown. Brown top of the key. Back to Vaughn, left wing. Game tied at 36. Free throw line, down the lane. Brown, arcing scoop shot off the glass and in.
That was just a good play by Virginia. Van Lith was there, and there's nothing you can really do about that.
She extended her arm all the way out to the right and just kind of sidearm flipped it off the glass. 38-36, Virginia back by 2. They've outscored LSU 20-15 in the quarter. Poa, top of the key to Van Lith. Van Lith around the screen, left side, down the lane, one-handed flip, no good. Morrow put back is no good. Kent crashing the boards, has it taken away. Brown took it ahead to Clark. Clark runs into Poa. Charge is called. That is Poa's 3rd charge drawn in this game.
I love watching Poa take charges. It never gets old.
No, and she should be the first one to the whirlpool after the game because she is taking – these aren't like flops. These are people running full blast into her.
Yeah, she hits hard every time.
So Clark is on the bench. And number 4, Brown, will come in for her, as they will have McGee and then Brunel at 6'2". 1:45 to go in the half. LSU down a couple. High post, Morrow is pushed. They didn't call it. Left point, she's got it. Out left wing to Johnson. Nice move around 2 people to the hole. She missed the finish. And it's taken out of there by Nguyen. Lob pass up ahead to McGee. 16-footer, no good. And Johnson's going to try to chase the rebound down in the corner, but Brown's got it. And then she stepped out of bounds, and LSU will get it back. And I was been talking about how good FloHoops is at finishing, but her last couple, she's missed a couple that she will make almost all the time.
Yeah, she practices layups like that. She just didn't work out for her that time.
Morrow again, elbow back to the bucket, hands off on a screen and roll. Van Lith to the pole, she lays it in.
Quick, easy play right there.
And we're tied at 38, 12 for Van Lith.
Got to finish this last minute strong.
Virginia, I think, will feel pretty good, though. They've done this a lot with their bench with 3 starters in foul trouble. Bounce pass right wing to Brown, 16 on the shot clock. Brown to the free throw line, down the lane to the bucket. 5-footer, no good. A lot of contact, no call. Ball out of bounds to LSU. Now, they're letting them go at it. There were a lot of fouls called yesterday. And I feel like this is a pretty aggressive game, and we have not seen as many fouls.
Oh, yeah, they're letting them play today.
Virginia's had 12 called. They've got 5 players with 2 now. Clark, reason why she went to the bench, she's got 2. 20 on the shot clock, 37 on the game clock. And something away from the ball on Janae Kent.
She went to set the screen for Van Lith and just got a moving screen.
36 seconds to go in the half, so there is a 6-second difference on the clocks and a 38-38 tie score.
LSU needs a big stop this play.
Well, Virginia will probably try to run it down. Vaughn in the half-court circle, guarded by Van Lith, who's not going to just let her run time away. Vaughn looks at the clock, will go left-handed off to McGee. There's a moving screen right there as well on Nguyen. So with 17 and a half seconds to go, LSU can play for 1.
Yeah, let's see if LSU can take advantage of getting the last possession.
Well, usually Michaela Williams is the last play of the half play runner, but she's on the bench with 2 fouls. So Johnson will get it to Van Lith in the backcourt.
Let's see.
She's got to get into the front court. You got to hurry. Now she's going to get up ahead of steam. 8 seconds, out right wing to Poa. Dumps it down to Morrow. Back to Poa. 24-foot three, no good. Rebound on the floor, and that's going to end the half. So Poa was open, got a good look, just didn't get it to go. And it feels pretty appropriate that we've got a tie score at halftime. We are tied at 38, LSU and Virginia. So a hard-fought first half. Both teams went at it pretty good, and we'll go to the locker room, see if they can figure out what to do for the second half. Virginia outscored LSU in the quarter by 3, 20-17. LSU won the first quarter 21-18, 38 apiece here at the half. We'll take a break, come back with our halftime report after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Walk-Ons is always a win. Whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner, we got it covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into our mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp. Plus, fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
It's a flurry of fun this holiday season with holiday scratch-offs from the lottery. Give the perfect holiday gift with so much fun. Win up to $500. 'Tis the season to celebrate by picking up so much cash. Win up to $10,000. Finally, stuff your stockings with Snow Me the Money. Top prize of $100,000. Play all 3 holiday scratch-offs from the lottery, giving you a season to smile. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
At Albertsons, curbside pickup is easy, but delivery is even easier. Try our new Fresh Pass program and enjoy unlimited free delivery on all your grocery needs. We're offering even more perks like 5% off some of our best brands like O Organic and Open Nature. Plus, even more rewards that never expire to use on gas or free groceries. Start your free 30-day trial today when you sign up for Albertsons Fresh Pass. And
it was like 8-1 in favor of going to LSU. So. And it ended up being a much better game. It is
absolutely.
Got the fever one. Yeah. No, I did that. I was
have
literally
teams
doing
that-
that at least once a day, like from when the Dream made the playoffs to the end. And then we ended up, yeah.
Man, I would love for LA to get Rakiz, to be honest, because she would fit so perfectly.
LA or Indiana.
Yeah,
like, both
either
of those
one.
teams, like the next missing piece they have is a wing.
Mhm.
I'm still mad you all didn't keep Crystal Bradford after.
I know that pissed me
Yeah.
off because like she would have filled that gap. I don't know what the problem was.
Even if she wasn't starting and you mainly went with a small lineup, like just
think about
having a
it.
wing.
Think about this. We kept Nia Cloud in for no reason.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I wonder if she's back. Like Kurt must think
say
really
no.
high of her.
I know, but
I don't know.
no. Think about
Picks up where she left off yesterday against with UConn against UCLA yesterday. Every time they needed a bucket, that's where the ball would go. Yatsen behind. All right, we're counting three-point sniper in this ball game so far for Virginia. Great rotation defensively. The LSU just cannot get a stop there. Yantavon picks up where she left off yesterday against with UConn against UCLA yesterday. Every time they needed a bucket, that's where the ball would go. Yatsen behind. All right, we're counting three-point sniper in this ball game so far for Virginia. Back-to-back threes for her. Great rotation defensively. The game as well. And Clarkson causes the turnover. Avoids getting the charge as we watched that in yesterday's game as well. And Clarkson, Virginia Tech, we saw them earlier today. That's preseason pick number 1. We got UNC that has been very good on the season. Haley Van Look in the corner drains that one, and so they make their way back into this one. This is a 1-point lead for. Think about Virginia Tech. We saw them earlier today. That's preseason pick number 1. We got UNC that has been very. Four of those in yesterday's game against Tulane. 1 today. Haley Van Lith is always the answer. Yeah. 4 of those in yesterday's game against.
yes. It's cooking, period.
It might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Welcome in to the Woman's Hospital Fighting Tiger Halftime Report. Woman's Hospital, exceptional care centered on you on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
So LSU and Virginia are tied. LSU only played 7 players in the first half, and Virginia used 11. Some of that necessitated out of some foul trouble. Anissa Morrow led the way with 20, Haley Van Lith with 12. So 32 of the 38 points came from those two sources. Michaela Williams played 10 minutes, did not score. Flaugier Johnson, 18 minutes, only had 2 points and 1 field goal attempt. And it was an interesting first half that I saw a lot of strategy on both sides. LSU used Del Rosario for a little while, 8 minutes. Now, she also picked up a couple fouls. So it'll be interesting to find out if Coach's decision was, and probably since she's had the 2 fouls is why she had to sit. So what do you think is going to be the adjustment we'll see in the second half?
I think LSU needs to really focus in and zone in on stopping dribble penetration, because when they allow Virginia to drive towards the goal, that's allowing them to kick it out for the three. So if they stop dribble penetration at the beginning, then LSU can play their man-on-man defense and go one-on-one.
Virginia out rebounding LSU by 4, 23-19. And second chance points have been big on both sides. Virginia's got 14 second chance points. LSU's got 10. And I know Coach was a little disappointed in the rebounds yesterday. Virginia just has picked up a few more today. But Anissa Morrow is why LSU is where they are. 20 points on 8 of 17 shooting. She has taken almost half of the shots and has made almost half of her shots. And I feel like almost LSU is going to have to find one other body to give them some points in the second half. I don't know if Morrow and Van Lith can do it all alone.
Yeah, I mean, we only saw Michaela Williams for a few minutes because she got in foul trouble. But I do think that this second half she'll be able to come back in, hopefully get us some more points, and just see how it goes.
And hopefully be able to defend and slow down Virginia when they get that starting lineup back in there. They're pretty quick.
Right, yeah, it was back and forth the entire first quarter, very quick. Lots of transition defense, transition offense. Both teams would get the rebound and push it. So I think LSU just needs to focus on that and take advantage of their offensive transition.
LSU fans, now is your chance to suit up for the Tigers. Check out the Cox bobblehead filter on Instagram to become an LSU Tiger bobble yourself. Don't forget to share. Be a fan, be the bobble, become a Tiger. Tied at 38, LSU and Virginia. Brian Haldane joins us from the Capital One studio when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial so you can be there for each step of LSU's championship journeys. That's lsu.gold.
When are 3 letters more than 3 letters? When they represent 14 storied universities, generations of tradition and unbridled passion, stadiums and arenas swelled with diehard fans, more than 260 national titles, thousands of All-Americans, and hundreds of Olympians. And the one conference where every catch, shot, swing, and stride just means more.
Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
The SEC is more than the Southeastern Conference. It's the Saturday Electrifying Conference, the Sunday Elite Conference, the Stadium Erupting Conference, the Stunning Eyeballs Conference, the Superbly Entertaining Conference, the Storied Enduring Conference, and, more often than not, the See You Later Everyone Else Conference. This is the SEC, where it just means more.
The second half of LSU women's basketball is coming up as we continue on the Women's Hospital Fighting Tiger Halftime Report on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Time to bring it back to the Capital One studios to take a trip around the conference, see what the rest of the SEC is up to today. A couple of games are already.
Oh, yeah, JC did get robbed. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like she should have definitely been MIP.
Yeah.
Because she was like on a training camp contract. Like, let's be for real.
Like, incredible. So we're only getting sound at commercials right now.
But if you think they've got the action and the moves, you might want to stick around because this game is tied at 38, and it's been nothing but a show between Virginia and LSU. We'll start with Virginia and how they've been able to take over, mainly because of their sophomore and Paris Clark.
Yeah, you can't talk about Virginia scoring and not talk about Paris Clark. 15 as well from Yontavan. But LSU, Anissa Morrow has 20 points in the first half alone right now. The two transfers from LSU are proving why they were number 1 and 2 in that transfer portal. Haley Van Lith sitting with 12 points, Anissa Morrow with 20 and 5 rebounds for her. She has been so difficult to guard and stop, and she has been everything for LSU.
Yeah, back-to-back games in this tournament where Anissa Morrow has 20 points. And mind you, as she finished with a double-double, 28 and 10 last game, she has 20 in the first half. Anything that stand out to you as far as the tell of the tape, looking at the numbers before we start the second half?
Well, you look at the free throws, lack of free throws for Virginia and LSU able to get to the line. We just talked to the officials. We all kind of agreed. We love the physical nature of this game, although Virginia not benefiting yet from the foul line.
So we'll get things going. A couple of the things that stood out is with Aaliyah Del Rosario getting her first career start due to the injury to Samaya Smith in the previous game. Aaliyah Del Rosario actually has scored one time in this ball game, so has 2 points. But then Flonte Thompson only attempting one field goal. Kaylee Williams has yet to score in this ball game as well. The only other game that she scored in single digits was the second game where she was 9 and 15 points in that game against Queens.
And that was well defended. Virginia knew exactly what LSU was going to do, and came off and guarded the curl very well.
Cam Taylor going at Leah Del Rosario on the block, and Michaela Williams will have Clark for the second half assignment. We didn't see a lot of Johnson in the first half. More Johnson. 7 due to those 2 fouls.
Cam Taylor, also a player that hasn't scored. She was one we highlighted early, and Del Rosario, an excellent cut toward the basket, receives the pass and finish.
Brunel left alone, and that's a bad idea.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's a layup for 33. Coach Moss encouraging her players. It's got to start on the defensive end.
Second three of the day. Or night.
I guess it's night. We just ordered dinner, right?
I don't know.
That must be coming.
I thought it was Thursday. So there's that. Anissa Morrow at the rim just continues on her stellar play in this tournament. Now sitting at 22.
We wondered how these two would play together, right? Lulu Van Lith and Anissa Morrow coming from 2 big programs, and we're watching it play out right now. They're not going to leave the court, I don't think. FloHoops Johnson on the floor. We mentioned her name a lot in the first half because of the physicality of her play, the little things she does, but she actually has not hit a field goal yet. Got 2 free throws, and how about this lapse in defense? Nobody on Sam Brunel, and another 3 to fall.
It's her first start of the season. Here's Clark, steps outside, 3 up, and can't knock it down as Del Rosario pulls down another rebound.
And Michaela Williams finally gets a bucket. Nice drive to the basket. We've talked about a lot yesterday, how difficult it is to guard her with her strength and size.
Kelly, they were able to score in the 5 seconds, first 5 seconds of that shot clock. Really starting with the advancement of Del Rosario.
That's exactly right. Great kick out. Started the break and able to find Michaela.
Michaela pulls up. Another attempt on the way. Nothing there as Anissa Morrow is fouled. This will be on the floor, and we'll see who the foul goes against.
Good job by Anissa Morrow to go up strong for that pass. There's the quick kick out. to Michaela Williams. The hesitation, acts like she's going to shoot, takes it on the dribble instead, completely around her defender and in. Coach Mox doing what she does best, coaching her young kids. And that was just anticipated by Johnson. She has an opportunity to pass it up, and of course she's going to put the spin and gets another two for Johnson. 6 points now for the freshman. Watching her there makes me miss the Kamora Johnson that we saw yesterday, right? I mean, she was doing that every chance she could, and that was a travel or a carry rather by Van Lith.
Might have been a late call, but it was made by Meadow Overtree. We'll go back to this deal with the big six on the other end.
They just read the inbounds pass. Look at the spin off the glass. Moore Johnson said, "Don't forget about me" when you're talking about the scores for Virginia. Great finish.
Down one. Jillian Brown with the turnover. Taken it out by Virginia, and LSU will get it back underneath.
And Lemon Clarkson has been phenomenal in her post defense. She's gotten her hand on the ball to tip it away on numerous occasions.
Anissa Morrow ducks in right away, never touched, never denied on the inside.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how they were setting up. Virginia had at least two players unguarded, and you can't do that with Anissa Morrow.
Well, you know, after a while, you have to think, where is the primary scoring coming from? Anissa Morrow, 20 points in that time. You got to put a little bit of resistance on her at some point.
Yeah, you don't want to let her cut, right? You got to put a body on her early so she can't make her cut to the basket.
So I'm not sure if this is going to be a simultaneous call. Usually if the basket goes or is released at the time of the foul as well, we'll see if this is indeed good or not going to count.
So Jillian Brown with the kick out, and they're going to call the foul. It looks like first. Does a good job of receiving contact. And all the little things, the intangibles that Clarkson is doing, none of those are going to show on a stat sheet. But her minutes on the floor have been valuable for her team.
Haley Van Lith checks in for Michaela. Michaela has been quiet for Virginia to start. She's yet to get on the board. 0 for 5 in this game. The reach in by Flage had a tip first to get to Del Rosario, picked up. Flage just reaching in and picks up her second.
Yeah, those are. Those are mistakes from young players oftentimes. You don't want to foul about 90 feet from the basket, especially in such a tight game.
Tries to tip that one away.
Cam Taylor really wanting the ball inside. And I agree with her. I don't think there's been enough post touches. Leave it to Plage to pick up that rebound. Skies above the rest of everyone else in the pack.
Alexia Smith trying to contain Haley Van Lith, and you can tell right away this is the second player where they've gone on the inside.
Yeah, it's been a point of emphasis right now for LSU. And Virginia, both players have to be careful that they don't continue picking up fouls.
Both teams sitting at 2 fouls as LSU have the 3-point edge, but it's been a good one to start. We got 5:26 left in the third.
Those empty calories just leave you feeling empty. Enough sucking, more power sipping. Jam-packed with whole fruits, organic veggies, and super boosters. So, no bad stuff. Only at Smoothie King.
Known for its crystal clear waters, cool blue skies, and playful residents. Enjoy a variety of water sports, including paddleboards, jet skis, and sailing. Swim with the stingrays, relax on a luxury catamaran, whatever your fancy, dive, sail, play with Red Sail Sports.
You think Santa Claus is excited about the action on the court today?
He should be. He's getting a game.
He doesn't look too for real, but I can tell you what, this has been a great game that we've seen 38 tied at half. Right now, LSU has the 3-point edge over Virginia. Officials told us, Bill Facility head official told us that the basket was indeed no good for Virginia. And trying to see if they can get the shot off as well. I think that's when we've been list that in the stands. Tigers traveling very well here to the Cayman Islands.
We saw some Hawkeye fans as well. Look at that behind her dad. Hawkeye representation. No, they're not here, but they want you to know they are here.
Isn't it quite the statement seeing that was the title game and the Hawkeyes everywhere now?
Yes, yes. You know, we had a conversation with Joanne Pinatali, the executive head of this tournament, and she was talking about that, and just how the progression of women's basketball and how even the fact that Caitlin Clark stayed home and what that's done for Iowa and how other players are doing that for their local schools and made it such a huge following.
Wow. Blase skying in, gets the blocks against Johnson. Hoa can throw on the left side. She just can't be stopped on the interior.
She's so strong, and she finishes so well. She skies her defender and has great hands to finish high at the rim.
Less than 10 on the shot clock. Kamora Johnson sits to Brunel. She likes that side of the floor. You can see why.
I mean, Haley Van Lith was a fingertip away from getting a hand on the ball. I don't know how Brunel got that off.
Johnson all the way to the rim. Gets the and one. Free throw on the way for Blase.
Blase's eyes looked toward the screen that she was not going to take. And that was enough to get Harris Clark hedging in that direction, and she just took the lane to the bucket.
So after not scoring in the first half, Blase Johnson, we're seeing her emerge here in the second.
And her coach had a few words for her coming out earlier. I think this was the answer she needed. The bucket, the finish. Blase Johnson also picks up the foul, a chance for a three-point opportunity after this.
Those empty calories just leave you feeling empty. Enough sucking, more power sipping. Jam-packed with whole fruits, organic veggies, and super boosters. So, no bad stuff. Only at Smoothie King.
For over 35 years, Virginia has baked the original rum cake. From our kitchens in our homes to exporting across the world, proudly baking Cayman has always been at the heart of everything we do. Our recipe, handed down by 6 generations, has remained a secret to this day. Cayman cake is handcrafted and made with love, from our family to yours. Today, we honor this tradition with our Cayman rum cake, exclusively made in Cayman, exclusively sold in Cayman. A Cayman tradition to be proud of.
The lead over Virginia right now, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Anissa Morrow has really put her foot on the gas in the second half after finishing with 20 in the first.
She is showing us a little of what we used to see from her at DePaul, just taking over in a game. 26 points. She's 11 of 20 from the floor, gotten to the foul line as well. Add 8 rebounds to that stat line. And the energy she plays with, the rebound, the finish, she has been so hard to stop for LSU.
Opened the season, as we mentioned, for her debut against Colorado with 6 points, and we've seen a different Anissa Morrow since then. Has scored in double figures every single game since then, and has now back-to-back games with 20 points. Clark has gone cold in the second half. Harris Clark had 15 points in the first half. Still sitting there. Last year, Poland picks up the foul, so it will be sent back to Virginia. Brunel from the other side of the floor. You're looking at a shot chart for Sam Brunel. If you have her on the wing, it's winner, chicken. I'm betting on that, and I'm not a betting person, but I'm betting on that. That's a sure bet right there. Makes it a 2-point game after that triple from Sam Brunel. That'll be her 4th of the day. Baseline out of bounds play, running her off a couple screens. Look at this, the delivery by Vaughn. Open, but not even wide open. Still able to finish. High hedge on Haley Van Lith. Clark. Joe Rosario asking for him on the block. Instead, screen. Flips it. A lot of contact in the block. Koa made her way to the rim.
Yeah, when you hedge on a ball screen, you cannot give that much room. She allows for Koa to just cut right through, split the defense. Gosh, I thought she was set.
Taylor Williams checks back in for the Tigers. Celia Del Rosario will check out. And a timeout will be called. Kim Mulkey wanted that last free throw to go down for Koa. Kim Mulkey is pretty successful when you look down at her resume. I mean, 7 national championships as a player and coach. That's including getting one. She has a statue on campus now, and that was pretty special to see. But even her winning the titles at Baylor, and then now won in her second season, actually now in her 3rd season, but winning the title in her 2nd season at LSU, the first in program history. I mean, Olympic gold medalist, it goes on and on about what she is, her impact on this game.
Yeah, she's won national championships at multiple stops along the way. I love that she's the only person to win as player, assistant, and head coach, and that's men or women, by the way.
Paris Clark has been held scoreless in the second half, so that's an adjustment we've seen from the defense for the Tigers as we have a jump ball, and it looks like it will go back to Virginia. Well, we've mentioned the physical nature of this game, and this is what we're talking about. Look at the hustle for the loose ball. Trying to get in there, getting possession. Cam Taylor doing everything she can except scoring. That is the last thing we're waiting to see from number 20. They're going to screen for Sam Brunell. Look at that. Open again. It's not from the wing there, Kelly. That's what it was. So I wouldn't bet on that side. Anissa, power move, spins on the inside. Alexis with the rebound. Smith surveying. Now to Vaughn. When you're in transition defense, the number one no-no is to go everybody into the paint. You have got to fan out and find shooters. Look around, communicate. Vaughn with her second triple of the night. Between her and Sam Brunell, they have 6. Clark misses the rim and was left alone, and pretty sure she wants to that. You're not going to get that open against the LSU. So Sam Brunell turns around to see who the foul is going to be called against. And it is indeed Sam Brunell, which is going to be her third foul. Del Rosario, great post skills inside. Imagine going against Angel Reese every single day in practice and how that elevates your game. Now she gets a chance to showcase it on her own. Got her first start today. And she has put together some solid minutes for LSU, both on offense and on defense. She's been a rim protector in her height. She's rebounded well. Doing a great job. 4 boards to go along with the 5 points. Yeah, had her season high 14 points. She had Texas Southern actually had 5 rebounds 2 times on 2 different occasions. Right now with 4. So this is a great opportunity for her to continue to grow. And a force down there at that end. Yeah, that's a situation where you know you've just had this great half, right? And you want to get back into the groove, and Paris Clark, I think, needed to hand that one off. Anissa Mara outside. And when you make small mistakes like that, LSU will make you pay. National Freshman of the Year back in 2022. And we're seeing it on full display. Minutes to play in the third. Smith outside 3, no good. Moves around, and Virginia comes out with the ball. Vaughn down the 3. And her teammates looking like, why?
Me too.
You know that it's not now 3 threes for us, right? That works. She elects to go towards the rim, doesn't draw the foul, and here comes LSU. Haley Van Lith in transition finds Poa. Beautiful textbook transition offense for the Tigers.
What a pass by Van Lith in transition, and Poa the hands to receive it and finish.
Vaughn on the inside to Cam Taylor for her. first bucket of the day.
We were waiting.
Poa to the rim, finds Delzario, just misses at the rim. As we're still at a 2-point game after the 3 breaks.
The game.
Everywhere. You got the Blues in the building. You got the Tigers that are in the building as well. We got UConn fans that are waiting for their game. That's going to be the final game that they have against Kansas Sport tonight and the tournament. And we saw a couple of Hawkeyes too. Iowa in the building.
Yeah, that seems funny, doesn't it?
Yeah, very interesting.
Iowa, not one of the teams being represented here, but they're sending fans.
So, are they traveling? Are they traveling with the LSU fans? That would be quite the concept.
Everybody remembers that final game.
As they should. Definitely want to go down for the ages. One of the best games we've seen in women's hoops. Anissa, right out of the timeout, takes the buck and one. She might be flirting now with 50 points.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a late whistle. If there had not been a call on that, I would have been frustrated. But gets the call, look, turns into the double, and too much contact, still the finish, and the slap. Love it. So that's what I'm talking about.
The mob crew that has been excellent.
Oh, no.
For the tournament. This has been working hard. Anissa Morrow ranked the #2 player in the transfer portal by ESPN. And it's not too bad when we get to go over with the #1 transfer in the portal with Haley Van Lith. On the floor with her as well. Knocks down the free throw as they now extend their lead 61 to 56.
And Haley Van Lith earning the respect of her teammates early. She was voted captain of this team, which I think says a lot about her leadership potential and qualities. I mean, you don't get that coming in for just a few months if you're not this exceptional leader.
Alexia Smith flying through to get the rebound and got fouled on the attempt to put back.
And the rebound by Alexia Smith. By the way, I don't know how she got that over Flajay Johnson. But Haley Van Lith comes up with a foul on that one.
Del Rosario now with 3 fouls. Michaela Williams also the only player with 3 fouls for the Tigers. Missed both. Anissa on the outside now sends this one into Del Rosario, but picked up the pivot foot. And they're sending the double to the block, so Anissa Rosario needs to be a passer. 11 turnovers for the Tigers. I want to see Kamora Johnson go after her own shot. A little bit of over dribbling for Taban at the top of the key. Inside hook. Sam Brunel trying to track it down. We'll see where it goes. Might have been tipped last by the Tigers. 3 on the shot clock, so they'll get it back underneath. Johnson lets it go. They wanted to foul in the corner. They don't get it as the Tigers go up. And Haley Van Lith is dropping to the floor on that attempt against Smith. Not sure what just happened. And that is just not something you want to see for the Tigers. No. Already lost Samaya Smith to a knee injury on the end of the bench right now with the brace and crutches. And now Haley Van Lith on that attempt. Just right there, you can just see stops. Good to see her walking off on her own will. They will take her to the locker room though. And the gym could not have been more quiet. You hate seeing a player, any player, go down when you know that it is a player like Haley Van Lith and what she brings to this, not just to LSU, but to women's basketball. You hope everything's okay. Hope to see her back in the game. So now more adjustments for LSU. They have one of the deepest benches. And we'll see if he can put to test as Crosby couldn't get the foul on that attempt. Johnson coming down the floor, sends it up the floor to Smith, and Smith finishes at the rim. Excellent finish by Smith, and I just love the pass, the vision. I thought that ball was going to go to Brunel on the wing, but the slip by Smith to the bucket. Look at this, Kamora Johnson. I think everyone thought the ball was going to Brunel. Instead, the two in the bucket. Look at the finish. She has skied up in the air. So the tough news about that is Haley Van Lith now goes to the locker room, and then Aaliyah Del Rosario, who had to come into her first career start with LSU because of Samaya Smith on the bench, now has 4 fouls. And that actually is important. And I imagine Virginia is going to try to target the inside, because when you play with 4 fouls, oh yeah, they're going to call the foul on LSU pushing through the screen. Yeah, last year Poa picks up the foul there. That'll be her third. And on the other side, Del Rosario gets great position, turns. Johnson trying to take the charge. I love the no call on that. Cam Taylor
going right at Del Rosario. Going down every single time if you're Virginia.
Has to be, because you can't play as physical as you would if you're Del Rosario sitting with 4 fouls.
Stop at the play. We had a whistle.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul. I think it's on Flage. It is.
So now Flage Johnson picks up her 3rd foul with 7 minutes left to play in the ballgame. Haley Van Lith, we just saw walk from the locker room. She rejoins the team on the bench. Looks like she's giving everybody the okay. We'll see if she can return to the game.
That's good news for Kim Mulkey and the rest of the Tigers.
Right away, runs to the scores table and checks in.
Yeah, even if I'm not an LSU fan right now, I'm cheering for that one, because at this point, you don't want another injured body.
Karen Taylor blocked at the rim by Anissa Morrow. Attempted steal by Johnson. How impressive has Anissa Morrow been in day 2 after 28 and 10? More impressive in day 2.
I didn't think she could get better than 28 and 10, but we're sitting at 31 and 11.
The held arm on Poa. She's able to get the ball off the rim. Doesn't get the bucket to fall, but we get 2 free throws.
And the bench for LSU was heated when that foul occurred. I'll tell you, the Poa is just calm, cool, and collected. She doesn't show a bit of emotion. And here's the block. Add that to the stat line for Morrow.
Last year, Poa has done a little bit of everything for the Tigers, stepping up and the starting lineup now has 8 points. Lennon Clarkson takes back in the game for Virginia. Johnson hesitated, then double clutch for the 3. Anissa, dish on the inside. Michaela Williams, and that's just the offense we're used to seeing from the Tigers as they push their lead to 8.
I was a second away from saying that's one too many passes, but then LSU proved me wrong. What incredible distribution on the offense as Coach Mulkey coaches her point guard. The screen, the roll, the help comes over, just not rotation fast enough to the low block, and Michaela Williams able to get 2. LSU with a lead. Can they hang on?
Those empty calories just leave you feeling empty. Enough sucky sucking, more power sipping. Jam-packed with whole fruits, organic veggies, and super boosters. So, no bad stuff. Only at Smoothie King.
We going down the road, hands in the air. People everywhere, love and unity is there. It's that time of year where we don't care. It don't matter where you're from, put your flag in the air. And represent. One love, just one love. I represent. One love.
This is the biggest lead for LSU as they now have the 67-59 lead over Virginia. Had the tie at 38 at halftime, and we've seen 14 different lead changes and 13 ties within this one. it's been great throughout, but what does Virginia need to do to get back into this one?
I think they have to start playing as a cohesive unit. I feel like LSU defense is forcing them to start panicking. You got some players trying to take things on their own where they have to settle back into that very fluid offense that got them to this place in the first half.
Virginia only has 3 points in this quarter. UConn will have the matchup next after this one. Paige Becker's coming off of a game in the loss to UCLA, though, having 30 points. We'll see how they respond against Kansas today.
Kansas, a very tough team. And we saw them go to the wire with Virginia Tech. Very deep team. I liken them to a Colorado, where a lot of players came back. They're deep at every position. 4 players average double figures.
Here's Clark gets a foul there. That'll be her third. Well, here's Clark after having 15 points in the first half, only 2 in the second.
Cam Taylor, too, not in the game right now, but somebody we expected to be a little more dominant inside.
Haley Van Lith relocates off target. And Anissa taking some extra time to get it. Might just be a contact, and she needs a little time to regather.
It looks like it would have just been easy enough to go up for the rebound, but not when you've got Anissa Morrow. Watch the way she comes in. Oh, we're not going to get it on this screen, but yeah, there it is. Just comes in and disrupts everything. Fortunately, lost a contact, I think, in the process.
Surprisingly, I haven't seen this a lot. I remember growing up in different games, and it was like every quarter.
Yeah.
You had to look down and say, okay, wait.
Look for the
Everyone
contact.
search for the contact.
I was actually thinking the same thing when you said that. It's been a while. And she needs it because she's working on, I mean, I don't think she can get 40. Maybe she can. I don't know. 31 points right now. She can get 40.
Sam Brunel and Yantaman have been the offense on the outside from 3-point, and this Alexia Smith takes her eyes off the ball. It sails out of bounds.
And full court pressure being applied by UVA. I love the adjustments. And Klapstier-Poa did not want Kim Mulkey to take that timeout. She turned to her and said, no. But the coach is always right.
So 2 timeouts remain for both sides. LSU has made their surge. We talked about what Virginia needs to do in order to get back into the game. Just down by 8, but what are some things that you've seen from LSU? Anissa Morrow probably at the top of your priority list.
I mean, Anissa Morrow has done everything for LSU, and we're going to have the delight to watch a lot of these clips. I mean, the way she is going after the offensive glass, the power that she takes to the bucket. She is so difficult to guard because of the way she finishes, the physicality inside. And she has, I mean, she has definitely found her spot here at LSU, and she wants to do what she's never able to do at DePaul, and that's win a championship. That's why Haley Van Lith is here as well.
Take on the inside, short, Flage, blocked at the rim by Brunel. There's Clark. Struggling in the second half. Anissa Morrow gets the pass from Flage. And the finish. With a nice kiss to the sky. Bowen went to go for the steal, but instead gets a foul. So that'll be her fourth, but they extend their lead to 10.
Anissa Morrow cherry picking a little bit. Gets the pass and look at the finish
extended arm. Fans love it. So because of the foul for last year, Cole picking up the report, that will send Virginia to the free throw line for the rest of the quarter. To the game as we're in the fourth. Right now, Virginia just needs a boost. I don't know if it's Sam Brunell from the three-point line, or you know what? Let's start getting Kamora Johnson involved here. We watched her yesterday pick apart the defense, find her spots. I think she can get going. Young freshman who is just a huge bright spot for UVA. 5 points in the quarter for Virginia. They're just 1 for 9 from the field. Get the steal on the attempt. Going at Haley Brunell lines up, and that rolls in. I've never seen a three roll in that way. Both shoes on the wing. Another steal. Outside, Johnson lines it up. Can you imagine what the crowd would have done with a make there? They would have brought it within a one-possession ball game. Tipped away by Anissa Morrow on the block. That could have been a layup. Michaela Williams on the other end. And Brunell actually picks up the foul on the other end. Coach Mox can't believe it. To be honest, I can't either. To be fair, though, we said Virginia needed a boost. It started with their defense. Love the change to pick up full court for Coach Mox, the adjustment made, and 2 turnovers for now with 4 personal fouls. Clarkson as well for Virginia with 4. How about Haley Van Lith and her effort on the defensive end? Almost coming up with the steal. And that time Johnson used the screen. Totally missed it the first time. Watson Brown streaks in and finishes on the air ball. Haley Van Lith working on the sideline, able to advance it up. Jab sends it, Anissa Morrow, dish. That's a 2-man game you can get used to. Number 1 and 2 transfer out of the portal, and they get to play together. Have fun. How did that roll in for Brown? Jillian Brown. Now with 4 points. One 4 low set, and then a high ball screen. Blase gets the rebound, sends it to Michaela. Anissa Morrow and 1. Actually, they're going to say it's an offensive foul. Wow. Kamora Johnson almost turns the ball over in transition. UVA has got to make some smart decisions on the next few offensive opportunities. So actually a turnover for Anissa Morrow. Wasn't called for the offensive foul there. Johnson poked away by Anissa Morrow on her attempt to the rim. Quick shot, just 3 seconds on this shot clock. As it goes out of bounds, and just a missed opportunity for Virginia. And that is where you just
Oh, I mean, 2 minutes and 4 seconds and an opportunity to make it a one-possession game, and you throw it out of bounds from a baseline out of bounds play. Yeah, those are the ones you have to execute. And LSU is trying to take some time off the clock. They'll use as much of the clock as they can as we're under the 2-minute mark for the fourth quarter. Michaela Williams spotting up, didn't hit the rim there, and that's passed out of bounds by Anissa Morrow. I'm not sure there is a better ball hunter than she gets it. 35 and 15 as a nice finish on the other end by Johnson. Haley Van Lith is a better ball hunter than Anissa Mora. She goes after every ball, offense, defensive rebound, whatever it is, she gets it. 35 and 15 as the nice finish on the other end by Johnson. Haley Van Lith. Stop and pop, and this one is all go. A travel call is what the LSU staff wanted, but a foul is going to be called instead. Jillian Brown, this is the first free throw of the season as we're under 1 minute and this is 2-point game, Kelly. I mean, how incredible have these games been? We didn't know this would be the case, but every single game, I mean, we've had a few blowouts, but wow, I mean, every team has showed up to play. So with the next foul being both teams in the bonus, Virginia right now in the bonus. We believe that LSU has 1 timeout left. Virginia has 2. And, you know, I think what they were concerned about when the foul or the timeout was called after LSU put the ball on the floor, which means they do not get to advance the ball. The ball will stay down on Virginia's end, and they'll get the side out of bounds from that point. You have to call a timeout before you put the ball on the floor in order to advance. And now you start looking at who you're going to send to the free throw line if you keep all that, but you don't have to foul this possession. Yeah, that's right. 25 seconds of good defense is all UVA needs right now. And you don't want to foul, and if you're UVA, a defensive rebound is essential in this moment. Taylor Williams to the rim, and Flau'jae Johnson gets the rebound. Another foul is going to be called, so that will send actually Flau'jae Johnson to the free throw line. That tells you how important those rebounds are. We've seen it from Flau'jae Johnson. We have seen it from Anissa Morrow. They have made it so hard to rebound the ball for Virginia. Comes really seemingly out of nowhere and gets her hand on it. What a huge play. We talked about Flau'jae Johnson, just 1 for 6 from the field, 5 points. This is a free throw there, but 15 rebounds that she's added to her stat line. Anissa Morrow also with 15, the 2 we mentioned, and she makes it a 2-possession game. That was an important free throw. So a 2-possession game, obviously. Virginia can elect to take 2 twos if they want to. But you know what? I'd go to that girl because she has been dynamite from long range. I don't know how she remains open. On my scouting report, she'd be circled and starred, and no room is what they would say underneath it. In all underline and highlight that Sam Brunell has been a game changer today. All her attempts from three-point land.
You mentioned being able to start for the first time this season. More than anything, it's just good to see when players can make their way back after injury.
Yeah.
Missing a substantial amount of time with Virginia last season. A lot of high hopes, great start. We already mentioned the best starting program in the tenure too, with Coach Mock stepping in after only winning 5 games the previous season, go 11-0 in non-conference, and that was a team where she got them back to being ranked. And then the injury bug hit, so just to see Sarah Brunell being able to step back on the floor is special. Had a special night so far against LSU. 31.9, just a 1-possession ball game as LSU. Yeah, very interesting that Sam Brunell is not on the floor right now for Virginia as they're just down 3 points.
I know she has 4 fouls. I don't know why that would come into play.
All right, you'll see more offense defense if I'm correct.
And there's still quite a bit of time for
Now
UVA.
Now
They're going to check it.
Brunell.
No.
Yeah. The officials will go to the monitor to make sure that it is indeed going back to Virginia. They can check that and we'll take a look here. And I think they did better. They have it right. Kent Taylor was behind. I don't know if there was another angle, but from that view, it looked like it went off of LSU. So it will have to be very clear to reverse this call. Maybe the other ankle might be the best one.
Yeah.
To see if it stays or not.
And I guess maybe that angle was for the clock, and they have determined 23.0 seconds will be put on the game clock. And I don't think it's going to take too long to see that LSU is, in fact, the last to tip it out of bounds. Sometimes the officials take longer than I think.
Or we hope, because this is an extra timeout as well for both sides with the extended amount of time to review this. Both teams do have 1 timeout left. I think this is good angle right here. I think this one might be the one. The one before this one.
Oh. Yeah, look at Denise Mora with the last touch with her left hand, actually.
There's a lot going on in there. That's the last touch right there. The left hand for Anissa Morrow. That one right there is going to keep it with Virginia. So 23 seconds on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. As it did hit rim, so we got a bit of a reset there. Sam Brunell checks back in the game after missing that last possession. Sam Brunell in the corner as Johnson comes off. Taylor streaking to the basket. Just 12 seconds in this game. Brunell goes up top. Just short on the 3. 4 seconds left as the Tigers get the rebound on that play.
That was actually an incredible shot by Sam Brunell to use the screen and get open. So first Johnson tries to go off the screen. Nothing happened there. Cam Taylor comes up for another. Sam Brunell curls around the screen there, gets a good shot and a good look.
That'll do it.
Yep. That is likely the ball game.
2.9 in a two-possession ball game as Anissa Murrow has 36 points and 16 rebounds. And counting. So Virginia calls their last time out to advance the ball, but they'll have to have a magic trick up their sleeve to score 5 points in 2.9 seconds to pull this game out. You like the look at the end of the game that we saw from Virginia?
I don't know. I mean, I like the ball in Sam Brunell's hands right
absolutely.
there, and she got herself a shot. So in that respect, and right, they're just one possession down at that point. So that's what they were looking for. But, you know, and the good news is they had shooters on the floor. They got Kamora Johnson, who could have taken a shot, but that was actually a pretty good look. And the rebound, and again, that's where you go back to rebounding. Rebounding is so important in these late game situations. LSU just dominant.
A foul at the rim. Not much time came off the clock, so Taylor will get 2 free throws.
I mean, that could not have benefited Virginia anymore with how little time came off that clock. What a great pass inside.
Kelly, we've seen crazier things.
Yeah.
So Sam Brunell will take a seat. Tough night at the office for Cameron Taylor as she just 1 for 9 from the field. These are actually her first free throws of the game.
So now LSU will advance the ball. And the best thing that UVA can hope for is a quick foul. Sends them to the line in hopes that somebody misses both free throws, or, of course, even better, a steal on the immense play.
Wouldn't that be just not even the icing on the cake?
Right.
We have one more game after this one.
It would be appropriate, right, for what we've seen. Tulane, Virginia Tech going down to the end. Kansas, Virginia Tech yesterday, UConn, UCLA. We've had some great games here at the Cayman Islands Classic. And right now, I imagine that Coach Mox is drawing up a play that will have to be a heave, right? As soon as if they get a steal, something where they can set up a 3-point shot. Yeah, a look at the basket. It will have to be a very quick foul or steal right here.
Two seconds to work with. Kayla Williams will get it on the side. Gets it in, and that will do it as there's no even foul committed there, and she survives. Somehow she was able to get wide open off of that inbounds play, but UVA, wow, what a start. They sustained the effort. A few players got cold, a few players that did not score that we expected to, but nonetheless, LSU is proving why they are the reigning national champs, even though they are without few key players, very key players in this situation. But still, Anissa Morrow, Haley Van Lith, the 2 transfers coming in and showing us why LSU is still on top.
I think it's just the amount of talent, the amount of depth, and that's what every coach thinks about when you say you can compete for another title, and especially an opportunity to go back-to-back. Who's going to be able to step up? We saw a lot of different players be able to do that for LSU tonight.
Yeah, players coming off the bench. Del Rosario getting her first start of her career and comes in and plays hard on the offensive and defensive side. You know, we saw players, FloJay Johnson is not somebody who scored a lot, but 15 boards to go along with her stat line, just 6 points. But the way she rebounded, the way she and Morrow inside attacked the glass, I think that was the game changer because those rebounds are what secured the win for LSU.
Yeah, FloJay Johnson definitely impacted the game with creating second chance opportunities for her squad. And I just think it's very interesting how you say, how do different people lead? And for her to have 15 rebounds, she had 11 in a game prior to this, so her season high in rebounds. It's pretty impressive. Anissa Morrow with her season high as well. 37 points, and I really felt like she could have gone for the 40-point mark, but you could tell that they were managing the game down the stretch. But what an opportunity for Virginia as they will split their tournament look here and their wins here, and LSU will go 2-0 as they will see another team that was here in the tournament, but they did not face in Virginia Tech. That'll be a rematch of the Final Four, and that will be for the SEC ACC Challenge. So it's been a fun third game. Kelly, you're up. Grab your tea. Whatever you need to do. Water on hand. We got another one to close out this tournament. Kansas, UConn on the way after the break.
Nice.